Well, the nation watched as Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump met for the first time ever on a debate stage in Philadelphia.
ABC News hosted and moderated the candidates' pitch to voters. As ABC's Christiane Cordero reports, it included some of this election's most critical moments.
It started with a handshake.
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
Have fun.
A brief moment of diplomacy between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump before the gloves came off.
Tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling.
She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist.
The economic pitch to voters led the debate, Harris leaning into her middle-class roots.
My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start-up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy.
Trump doubling down on his tariff plan, which economists say would be a tax on Americans, and pinning inflation on Harris.
When I had it, I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation. We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before.
On abortion, Trump wouldn't commit to vetoing a national abortion ban, instead repeating this false claim.
But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine.
Harris then going on the attack.
Trump abortion bans that make no exception even for rape and incest. A survivor of a crime of violation to their body does not have the right to make a decision about what happens to their body next. That is immoral.
Trump repeatedly brought the wide-ranging conversation back to immigration.
She was the border czar. She doesn't want to be called the border czar because she's embarrassed by the border.
Harris dismissed most of those attacks, instead focusing on provoking the unhinged side of the former president.
It's time to turn the page. And if that was a bridge too far for you, well, there is a place in our campaign for you to stand for country, to stand for our democracy, to stand for rule of law, and to end the chaos.
In the post-debate spin room, Trump made a rare appearance as his surrogates scrambled to defend his performance. Harris taking a victory lap after the debate, but saying she's still the underdog. The Harris campaign was quick to offer another debate in October. Trump has not yet committed to that. In Philadelphia, Christiane Cordero, ABC 30 Action News.
After leaving the stage last night, former President Donald Trump made a surprise appearance in the spin room with reporters and touted himself as the winner. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris picked up a celebrity endorsement minutes after last night's face-off in Philadelphia. Taylor Swift posted on Instagram saying, quote, "I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election." Harris supporters at the debate were a mix of surrogates and party line crossovers, including those who served as Trump's communication director and California Governor Gavin Newsom. Analysts from both sides found plenty to criticize from the debate.
She had no answers on immigration. She had no answers when she was asked about defunding the police.
She laid traps and he chased every rabbit down every hole. This is the difference between someone who's well prepared and someone who's unprepared. Whoever did debate prep for Donald Trump should be fired.
Many analysts are expressing doubt that this debate was enough to significantly move the needle in this very tight presidential race.
People around the valley were watching and reacting, including ABC 30 political analysts from both sides. They said they're hoping to learn more about Harris's policy and plans during the debate. Both took note of Harris's call for a two-state solution and ceasefire in the Israel-Gaza conflict.
I think it was a pretty strong middle of the road foreign policy position for her to take. You know, the two-state solution. I mean, that was bold, honestly bold for her to say, even though it was the right thing for her to say.
And I was a little bothered by her, Ms. Harris and her two-state solution. That is not a preferred solution by the people that I know and respect when it comes to talking about the situation in Israel.
Trump, on the other hand, did not say what he would do about the conflict, instead claiming Harris and Democrats hate Israel and that the conflict would not have happened under his leadership. Harris immediately called for a second debate. Trump has not committed. Hey, Central California, stay up to date with all the latest news and weather. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to ABC 30 Action News.